I picked the font that made it look like this is like, I don't know, Life is Strange. I'm coming through on stream. Hello, stream. I'm sorry. We'll be with you in a moment. Thank you. The black square is gone. Uh-oh, what's the other thing? Uh-oh. All right, we're going live. Something. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another great moment in video game history. Oh God, someone has joined the chat. Oh no, it's ruined. Everything's ruined. Okay, hello. Okay, he went away again. I don't know how that happened. This is Rams of Baghdad, episode 179.5. I wanted to go with Kingdom Hearts naming scheme since this is like a halfway point here, half a podcast. Joining me today, Mary. How we doing, Mary? I can't hear a word you're saying, Mary. There you go. We're doing.
My keyboard got
Great.
disconnected.
We're doing great.
Yeah.
We're doing great. That's exactly what we want.
Start
Okay, here we go. Let's start over. Hold on. We'll rack it off. All right, 3. Okay, here we go. Okay, hold on.
It's a train wreck already.
There's so much I have to manage. Okay, I want to be more like, there you go, centered, but then also like not a light in my face. Thank you. Jeez, there we go. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 179.6 this time of Rums Over Baghdad.
Yeah.
Welcome to Rums of Baghdad. We're going to talk about Death Stranding, which me and Mary have talked about. Hello, Mary. How is your Death Stranding going?
I feel like I've played a lot of it, but I still have a long way to go. Stayed up until 4 a.m. last night playing the game. My husband was asleep on the couch, and I was still just trucking along. Basically, literally, yeah.
Actually, literally. You get that truck pretty early in that game. When you just, like, mules are very easy to kill in that game, so you end up, like, I don't know, beating people. Physically. Assaulting them. Death Stranding.
They deserve it. They're thieves.
Yes.
So, they get a whack to the noggin.
Just beat them up. Like, I'm just so surprised. It's just, like, you walk up and you just keep punching them in the face, and they just go down. Got glass jaws. It's very strange.
I'm glad it's that way, though, with how everything else in the game is. It's fine. So,
Death Stranding is the newest game from everybody's favorite, Hideo Kojima. What else can I say about the intro to this game besides what did it came out last Friday, and got...
Well, not last Friday. It was just this Friday. We're recording on Sunday right now,
yes.
So...
You can come join us on twitch.tv/RumsOverBaghdad and hang out. Sometimes we do full podcasts with like 4 people, but this time we're doing it with 2 because it's Death Stranding talk time.
And they just got finished. Jake did doing a 24-hour Extra Life stream, so congratulations to Jake. Also, congratulations to Soul Manime. Jeffler also doing a 24-hour stream for Extra Life. Also successful. So, yeah. Way to go, everybody.
Very nice work. They did a great job. A lot of fun was had. Outer Worlds was played, I saw on both streams, so everyone knows the best game of the year. Outer Worlds.
Well, we got to talk about this one.
Okay, we got to talk about this
Maybe
one.
that's just me. Maybe that's me, but...
Okay. Okay. So I'll set it up. Death Stranding is UPS Simulator. You're a man delivering packages. It's Amazon holiday time in the post-apocalyptic future. And you're Norman Reedus. I'm going to give you the spoiler warning now and say... Probably spoil, sort of? I don't know what chapter... What chapter are you on, Mary? What's our...
I'm on episode 5.
Episode 5?
Episode 4 was very short.
Okay.
So that didn't I don't want to spoil that much, I guess, but yeah, I'm into 5 and it's getting weirder, which is cool. That's what I come to Kojima for.
Yeah.
Stupid anime bullshit. I really enjoyed Snatcher. The recent Metal Gear Solid games, less so. This feels like to me it's going back to the Snatcher wildness, and I really appreciate it.
So, I guess we start with that this game. I'm at chapter 3. I just got to the Junk Man, and I don't know how far is until 4 is that? I'm junk man. I just got through he asked me to go get some junk from a town with some BTs.
You have a little bit more to do with his story,
Okay.
and he actually gets a pretty good chunk of story. There's a
Interesting.
little
Okay.
bit of humanizing in this game, and I
Whoa.
was actually surprised.
Hideo Kojima humanizes people? That's
Yeah.
not right. That can't be.
Well, I mean,
Very.
it's still pretty anime.
Okay.
You'll see, I guess, but there's a little bit more human element stuff going on, not just talking to holograms and dropping shit off at a kiosk over and over, which I really appreciated.
So full disclosure, I think we both came into this going, "Oh no." At least I did, of like the reception by our website that we watch a lot, Giant Bomb, was not particularly well received this game, and I think for my part, I was like, "Oh man, here we go." But I've been having a really good time with this so far. It's not like, I don't know, super amazing, but I've been like having fun. There's moments of actual like enjoyment there, of like, I don't know, like I don't feel like, I think the thing that was going around, like, I don't know, like you feel like after a certain point it gets easier, so it's like less of a drag, but I never really struggled very much. Like it, certainly there were moments where BTs or whatever are around, which are the invisible enemy of the game, where it's like a stealth section, and it's like a pretty stealth sections, but like I don't get the critique of the game being like, I know Jeff on Giant Bomb talked about the wind farm being really, really difficult, like him having a really hard time. It was raining, he had to do a stealth section. And like I just got through that
That
in like a
forest area.
breeze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
It's like,
I'm
what?
playing on normal difficulty.
Same,
Is
yeah.
that what you're doing
Yeah.
as well? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I really haven't had an issue with anything so far. Like, I've been halfway caught by BTs,
Right.
but I was able to struggle my way out of it. Climbed onto a player placed ladder, got the fuck out of there, and
Right.
I was just fine. You pay attention. Like, I think it's kind of like Dark Souls. I know
Sure.
comparing a game to Dark
Yeah,
Souls,
and
oh
yeah,
no.
2019 everybody.
But
Yeah.
yeah, you have to pay attention to what you're doing and maybe sometimes plan ahead.
Mhm.
And if stuff isn't working out a certain way, you go with another tactic. And
Yep.
I really enjoy that kind of gameplay.
Mm.
Like, I enjoy playing Oregon Trail. This is like a more action-based Oregon Trail in some ways, and I'm finding a lot of fun with it. Except there's like no animals
No,
unless you're in
yeah.
a cutscene,
Mm.
which is really weird. Like the game starts off, there's birds, there's deer. Um, I saw a butterfly in the world a couple times, but that was it. That
Butterfly?
was literally it. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if I've ever seen any animals in this game. Um, hmm.
No fish,
No
like
fish. No, yeah, I never even noticed.
nothing. Yeah.
It's like an emptiness.
It's really weird. Yeah.
Some
It's
birds, I guess, and dead sea creatures.
Yeah, those only show up in cutscenes though. If you pay attention,
Unless
like they're never actually in the game world whatsoever. It's weird.
unless you kill a BT. Unless you get grabbed. I got grabbed once, pulled down, and then the big boss thing spawns, which is one of those. I'm sure you saw it in like the opening of chapter 3, where he lets you fight one. If you kill one just randomly out in the world, a bunch of fish fall from the sky, which is weird. But
Oh wow. Now I kind of want to try that.
just
Okay.
grab a bunch
Huh.
of blood grenades and chuck them at them, and then like have nothing on your back and just keep chucking blood grenades, or pee pee poo poo grenades, or
You mean number
sweat.
1 and number 2.
Remember,
That's what they're called. And I really appreciated the juvenile humor in that. That was
I
pretty
mean,
good.
I mean, it was. I mean, when I was like, oh my god, it's grenade one and grenade. Oh, okay, that's very funny. But also, like, do we need that? Is that? It's my one complaint
Do
about
we need
Kojima.
anything in this
It's
game,
just fucking
really?
nuts.
Like,
Like,
do you need to drink 5 cans of Monster
fucking
Energy
monster
in a
energy.
row so you
Get the
can get
boost.
an extra square of
Yeah.
stamina? That that would kill someone. If you
Yeah.
did that in real life, you would die. I'm pretty sure you would have a
Oh
heart
my
attack.
god.
I don't yeah, maybe it's fine because he's a repatriate or whatever, but yeah.
Pull out. You can use the bathroom. It's on like a. It's in your item menu. You can select use the bathroom, and then you have to use both triggers, one to aim and one to shoot. What a
It's like using
dumbass
a
thing.
grenade.
Like
I
using a
mean,
grenade, you gotta. Or
or
like
container spray.
yeah, or you
Your
could
magical Scotch guard that protects your containers from the rain. It's
of
like
course
when you go out to go ski, you just do that beforehand and you're fine.
like
I don't know why they don't use tarps or like actual Scotch guard. Like
no one
maybe
knows.
that would help.
They
I don't
forgot.
maybe they tried that
Forgot.
already. I don't
Isn't that the
know.
big thing in a game? Is like we forgot everything. We don't know what's going on. We're just gonna connect everybody and
Well,
figure it out. That's the
kind of yes and no. They certainly didn't forget like ancient Egyptian mythology about death. Like
Ka.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that part of the game, the Ka and the Ba, like that. I'm all about that. I think that's another reason I enjoy this game, just the focus on death. Like not a surprise, but
that's trending.
there's a yeah, I mean, they go into it like quite a bit. Like a lot of it is just reading emails or interviews in menus,
Right.
but I it's really neat. I like the universe they set up for it, even though sometimes it doesn't make 100%
Yeah.
sense. But that's like there's definitely some if you thought about this a little bit more, things would fall apart a
Yep.
little bit. But I don't know. All you have to think about is your weight distribution and
Yep.
what you're gonna bring somewhere, not
Just
not
auto. Like just auto.
yeah,
Just auto assign it and just run. That's all I've done. Is like I wonder
yeah,
actually
the triangle button.
if people who are playing this game early figured out how to hold the back buttons just to keep their balance all the time. Like I don't know. Like everyone was saying it's so hard. I'm like I'm just walking. I'm just
Yeah, I've seen a
walking
lot of
forward.
people like people that got access to the review copies of the game talking about, "Oh, I was falling on my ass all the time and blah blah blah." Like I have not fallen down once.
Nope.
Like I'm sure it'll happen eventually, but so far, nope. And my hands are kind of sore from holding L2 and
Yep.
R2 all the
Yep.
time, but maybe that's also because I played it until 4 in the morning.
Right.
I guess I should say we both rented this game
Yes.
from
Red box.
Redbox
Yep.
just because we were tentative on how we would feel about it.
Still tentative about how I feel about it, but we'll see how long the game is. Like I feel like right now I'm happy with it, but if it's another like set like 30 hours or something like that, I'm gonna start losing my interest in it. But right now it's worth what we paid. 7. You paid 7 for that. I mean that's worth $7.
Yeah, I did the 3-day rental.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm thinking after I'm done watching all this anime for the upcoming
Yep.
anime podcast, I think I might rent it again
Same. I was thinking the same
because
thing.
I am having a lot of fun with it.
Yep.
I don't know if I would buy it at this point
No.
because I feel like I'm maybe halfway through. I think a
They
character
did say
even referenced
halfway.
that.
You're halfway across
Yeah.
the country. I just got to that point where they said, "Hey, you're halfway there." It's like, okay, well, I might just fucking finish this game. I mean, might as well at this point. Like, I really didn't think it'd be this way, but it is. So
Well, we'll
we'll
see,
see.
I guess. Who knows what'll happen, but
Cutscenes. That's what I hear.
yeah, that'll happen for sure. Been happening, but I'm actually really enjoying the cutscenes. Like I'm running the game on a base PS4, on a 4K TV with HDR, and just like Horizon Zero Dawn, which this game runs on a modified version of that engine.
It looks really good.
Um, yeah, it looks very good. I haven't had any issues with the game like messing up, like chunking up.
Yep.
It has HDR, just like Horizon Zero Dawn on the base PS4, so I'm playing it that way, and it
Sure.
looks really nice. The overcast skies are pretty constant. One thing
Inverted
that's
rainbows.
yes, the inverted rainbows are pretty cool, and so are the floaty BTs, like they're little ghosts with the umbilical cords.
Ugh.
They look pretty
Ugh.
good. Um, like, it's weird that the game also doesn't have a day-night cycle.
Yeah.
There are parts of the game where it is set at night,
Mhm.
but that doesn't really happen while you're out doing deliveries. The scale of the game is also kind of odd. Like you're supposedly trekking across the United
Yeah.
States going east to west, but it takes like 10 minutes to
It
go
does.
from like New York to like Tennessee, basically.
And there's a
Maybe more
lake
like
in the middle.
30.
Like there's a lake in the middle of the country that you have to like apparently sea voyage across, which is very strange too.
Well, they called it Ground Zero, so I assume that was possibly the event.
The Death
Some
Stranding.
corpse exploded. Yeah, so that probably caused a giant lake crater.
Okay.
There are a few areas in the map that have craters that
Mhm.
seem like they've been caused by void outs, which is what happens when someone dies and their spirit reconnects with the body and bad stuff happens. um, yeah, except for the main character. He's a special boy. He's a special lad, and he can go back to his body.
Yep.
And I still don't know what's up with that, but
Hopefully they
hopefully we'll
explain it.
find out by the end of
Hopefully.
the game. Yeah, we find out what Dooms exactly is, other than this game's version of nano machines.
Nanomachine.
Like
Yeah.
it gives you special magic powers, basically.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm a Pisces, so apparently I get some sort of
Bonus.
special
Yeah.
extra magic powers, is what the game
I
said when
did
I
not
started
get
it.
special magic
Um,
powers, unfortunately. Virgos, we
yeah,
get nothing. We're not special.
well, too bad.
It's true.
um, yeah, I tried looking up online like what exactly that does, and apparently people don't know yet. So maybe it does nothing. I
Who
don't
knows?
know. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this
A
game
lot.
where I'm like, does is that going to mean anything
Does this
or
mean
is it
anything,
just
or is it
there
just
to
there?
look?
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a lot of over the top like, "Oh, I get it. This is a metaphor,
Ooh,
reconnecting and all
reconnecting.
this."
They just
There is a
keep
lot
talking
of
about
that.
it. That's the thing. Like it. I mean, that's the thing. I think you've heard a lot of from reviews of this game is just keep talking about it and explaining it, and like you've got to reconnect us, Sam. You gotta put these lines on this map, Sam, like strands of string that connect us together, Sam. Sam, you gotta connect us,
But I
Sam.
mean, like, even when he tries to do subtle metaphor, there's a part with like fragile and the floating bugs that happens.
Yes.
It's not even that subtle,
No.
really. Like he when he tries to do something literary, but I kind of don't mind because it does have a pretty neat style.
Yep.
There's a lot of good camera work in the cutscenes.
Portrayals,
The
actors, everybody that's done capture and
Yeah,
stuff for it, like really good performances from a lot of them. Outside of Sam,
yeah.
who's flat all the time. Norman Reedus,
Yeah,
known
well,
as boringness.
I think that's supposed to be part of his character. Like he's supposed to be kind of traumatized. He doesn't want other people to touch him. We don't know what exactly is up with that. There's also some weird commentary in the game about asexuality that I
Yeah,
found.
that was
I think some people might find offensive. I'm guessing.
strange. One might
But
say. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Lot of suppositions on why people may be that way, I would say. But and there's a lot of issues that I think people might have trouble with like around death and what happens
Right.
when there's a stillbirth
Yeah,
or a
that's
mother
gross.
dies and it's
All the
it's not
BB
as
stuff
bad.
is
Yeah,
pretty rough. It's like ugh, I can see serious complaints with that, but sure.
yeah. Like I just got into Mama's backstory
Hmm.
and that was pretty rough, but I can kind of see where they're going with it, and it's not as like blatantly offensive as like vagina bombs, to put it like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not that bad.
Hideo.
Yeah, but still, there's a lot of issues, especially with like fragile and how he thinks like women's values, like what it is to be a woman and how what is important to that. A
Right.
lot of stuff based on looks and on being able to be a mother that I think I will be interested to see the think pieces on
It's
later
yeah.
on. Yeah,
Yep.
because it's definitely going to happen.
And if he wants to make
So
movies, man, he's gotta. Like, they came out and said like, "Hey, we want to make movies." Like, a lot of actresses won't work with you if you're gonna throw some of this material at them. But hey, that's just maybe that's a hot take, but it's a little
I've
rough at
seen a
times.
lot of stuff in the game where it seems like he seems like he's constrained and he has like I don't want to get super into spoilers, but there are moments where I'm pretty sure if it was a movie, it would have been handled differently where
Sure.
he didn't have to worry about like video game ratings. A couple instances that I can maybe talk about later after this game's been out for a while,
Yep.
but um yeah, I'm enjoying it. I don't know. I don't really want to talk too much more about the plot because I'm not done yet
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's some pretty spoilery stuff. You want to Is there anything else you wanted to add
Anything
about that?
else? You get a bike pretty early on. I like the
It's
bike.
not about the story.
The story. I haven't been paying attention to any of the emails they send you, the messages, the SMS, SM. You know, I don't even read them. I just go
Well,
likes. All right, cool. That's cool.
okay, yeah, I was about to say you should at least like
Look at them,
read them,
read,
open them
open
up
them,
so you get the likes. Yeah.
and get the pizza order delivery guy who goes like, "Hey, can you give me a pizza? I'm sick. Can you
That's not
send me?"
how he talks. He's like, "Please, forsooth, a pizza at once, dear sir." Like his writing is terrible, but that's fine. It's
It's
a
probably
character, I
it's probably a
guess.
mayo and corn pizza. Let's be honest. It's probably. I mean, I don't know if Hideo Kojima knows good pizza from bad pizza. Let's just be honest.
I mean, there was Neo Kobe pizza and Snatcher, so maybe I don't know. I don't know.
Anything else story wise? Let me think here. Um, I don't know. I think the BB
I
stuff overall is like the worst stuff. Like, I don't think that's like you could remove that, and I feel like the story might be better for it. I feel like
I don't think the way the story is going, I don't
developing.
think you
Okay,
can remove it. Like it's seems to be the whole plot of this BB-28 uh seems to be like what the story is about. So, I don't know.
that's fair. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like it's not quite what I want. Like it's, I don't know, like it feels forced at times. Like a lot of times I forget I have a BB. I just like then it starts crying and I'm like, oh right, this thing. Then I look down and I go, okay, let's pick it up and shake the controller really quickly. Put him back. And
Makes
then,
it happy.
you
Yeah.
know, or I mean, you can shake it pretty hard, and I feel like you might not be happy if you shake it really hard. I haven't done that yet, but I wanna try before I return the game.
I've done it pretty vigorously and I haven't he seemed cool with it, but
Just fling it at
yeah,
a
I don't
wall,
know.
grab your controller, and just
I
go,
don't want to break the
ah,
controller, so
goodbye, BB. I don't know. The beach stuff is interesting. I hope they explain stuff and take it in an interesting direction. The idea of like I don't know, go across the country connecting these people. That's I mean it's it's a good idea. Isolation. It's a neat topic to tackle in a video game. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm hoping they answer some of the questions. I hope. Maybe.
I mean, from what I saw of the reviews, like people seemed upset that he kind of over explains everything. So
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
But Mary, do you understand why his name is Sam Porter Bridges? Do you get it?
What about Amelie America Strand?
Strand. Yeah.
That's the god. I kind
It's
of
so
don't
deep.
mind it.
So deep, man.
I don't. It's whatever. I don't really mind.
No.
The names are
Yeah.
silly, but
I mean, whatever, right? Like Hideo Kojima to me, like I know everyone like lavishes praises on him for being like some swami of a game creator, but to me, it's like yeah, he's good. It's just he has issues. Everyone knows he has like not the best with gender representation. He sometimes over-explains stuff. Some of his stuff comes up a little cringy. That's fine. He's not like my favorite creator, so I'm willing to forgive more in terms of that stuff. So
Yeah, but compared to like a lot of game stories and characters, like he's more creative, I will say. Like you don't it's not
no,
s- lame like 30 mid 30s white guy
sure.
well, never mind. I'm thinking of Norman
No,
Reedus
you mean
now.
Normus Reedus?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Okay, well,
Not there
yeah.
actually isn't a lot even like people of color in this game at all. Is there besides for Die
No,
Hardman?
yeah. No, there are like a lot of the people that are on the bases.
Hmm,
You will see with the junk dealer guy. There's I think it's fairly diverse.
okay,
And I was actually surprised.
that's good.
Yeah. I was very much surprised. There's like an older lady that is not super skinny or
No,
and like there's a lot of stuff.
okay.
I was legitimately surprised by that. They're not all like anime characters, not all of
Yeah,
them.
and
Yeah.
thankfully, God, I can't handle any more anime characters. Can't deal with Mr. Die Hardman already. God damn it, wearing his mask and he just like, cause he
He
dies
looks like
hard,
a
Mary.
fancy death butler or
Death
something.
Butler.
I like his look.
Speaking of
Yeah.
anime, Death Butlers, great show. Thank you. Remember Death Butlers?
No.
No, what was that called? They were like butlers and they made drinks.
Black Butler or
I
something.
don't know. It's one of those.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Um but yeah, I guess enough about the story. You want to talk more about like the gameplay systems? I just wanted to talk about like the online connectivity
That
stuff
stuff's
a
neat.
little
Yeah,
bit.
that's. I was able to build some bridges. I've been helping to build roads. A lot of roads. Like I could pretty much travel the whole length of Area 3 on a road now with my strand or whatever they call it, like the server slice, right? Like you have a set group of people. I've been looking for some of our other friends are also playing, and I wanted to do contracts with them, but like no one's there that I know. It's like, well, why would I strand contact with a bunch of weird people that I don't even know? I want to strand contact with my friends. Make some bridge links. Um,
Yeah, it is kind of disappointing that it doesn't really do anything with the friends list, as
yeah.
far as I can tell. Like your PSN friends list, it seems more like server instances where you have a set number of people in your world. Like in my server in that same area, I built the first section of highway
Me too.
myself. Like I took some time
Oh,
out.
you okay?
Okay.
All by yourself? Okay, yeah. I did not
Yeah,
all by myself.
yeah, like,
But
I just kept going from the base to that paver, like, pave printer or whatever over and over
sure.
again, and I completed it, and so now whenever I'm playing the game, I get a stream of pop-up
Likes, yeah.
messages saying, like, "So and so has used the path you put down," like, every 5 minutes, and now my bridge level, which is, like, it's what you've done to connect with other
Sure.
players, like delivering lost cargo, building stuff, is 57 because so many people use that chunk of road.
57.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like,
I'm on
wow.
20 something. Jesus.
It's way better to do stuff like that than to just put a stupid little sign like outside of a base area.
Right. And hope for
Actually
likes, beg for likes.
Yeah, no, if you actually do stuff like put down bridges and highways and build private shelters, like that's the real way to get a bunch of likes,
Yep.
which I'm still not certain what exactly likes do other than
Nor do
level up
I.
your character. Like they put a lot of emphasis on it, but as far as I can tell, it just levels up your what is it called? Porter grade. That's what it
Yes. Level
is. Yeah.
111 porter. I'm very ported.
I'm 160 right now.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
transporter,
Oh my
technically.
god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but
God, don't
yeah,
want to make a joke I was gonna make. Never mind. Go ahead.
yeah, don't
I'm
go
not touching
there.
that one with a 100-foot pole. But okay.
But yeah, I do enjoy a lot of the online stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of like exploring the world before you've hooked up people
Sure.
to the chiralium internet, like using your Cupid
Mm-hmm.
necklace. Um, because after you do that, you can see like the game actually generates like dirt paths in the world from where people have walked. And I think they look super ugly. I like
Yeah.
seeing the untouched terrain. Um, like roads and stuff, fine, but don't make the pretty countryside just look all brown. Like
Yeah.
it looks bad. I hate seeing like the signs everywhere. People slap down like the little BB baby sign and like the little
Keep on keeping on.
cheerleader and
Like,
yeah, like and it's they're trying to game like the system for likes, like they just put it right next to wherever you would be. Like if you put a speed up sign on a highway, like that's actually good. That gives your like motorcycle your it's actually like a reverse tricycle that
reverse
has two
tricycle.
wheels in the front. Yeah, because it has to be different. Like,
Gotta be
that'll actually
sci-fi.
give you a speed boost,
Yeah.
and that's actually useful, but a lot of it is just, like,
Spam.
here's a whole bunch of cluttered up shit, like,
Yep.
right next to where everyone has to go, and I think it makes the game ugly,
It
like
does. Yeah. Great.
yeah. I know there's, like, the theme of, like, trying to get people to reconnect together and, like,
Right.
reforming a society, but maybe they go into this by the end of the game, but I kind of don't wanna be a part of society if
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like, it's a weird dichotomy, and I hope they go into that some more.
If all
I don't
society
know.
is people putting down horribly offensive signs and then like banging back monsters every few minutes, I don't want no part of that society. I'm good. I don't want to sit with people and do likes and drink Monster Energy, eat bugs. Like that's not me. Yeah, I mean, it's like I think that's the best part of the game is the exploration aspect, and they don't do enough with it. I feel like that's my probably my big complaint is like it feels very almost linear in a way. Like you kind of go, you get a mission, you get an order to go and like, hey, deliver this to this shelter or that shelter. When I feel like maybe the better thing would have been a game about like that first wave over, that first group that went over, and like having to try to figure out where these people are, and then like what do they want, and then kind of build it in like, hey, we've got to figure out, we got this group over here. What do they need? They need these things. They need to go back and get them, and like open it up a little bit more. It does feel at times a little linear to me, and I wish I want to just explore, add fun things to the world rather than just like, oh, this is another mule carrot territory or this is another BT territory. It feels very, I don't know, empty in that way. Like I would like some more variety. Aside
Yeah.
from brown and grays, rocks and
Well,
stuff.
you get to a Mars looking area later
Ooh,
on. That was kind of neat. I guess we'll see. The game isn't over yet. It
yeah.
seems like each new chunk of the map that you uncover has a different look. Um, but yeah, I don't know.
Like it's a core of an
What
idea,
else?
right? Like I feel like if they took a second crack at it, I would love to see. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, you played Breath of the Wild. It has that similar kind of. I think there's an idea there, and I know he tried to promote this game as like a new Strand game. It's a new genre of games, but really the genre of games isn't so much the Strand stuff. It's more like an exploration game, and I don't feel like we've had a lot of those. So like I don't know. I would like some more
Like,
exploration
I
game.
agree that it does seem pretty narrow in scope. Like overall,
Yeah,
like they have the cutscenes and those are orchestrated between the deliveries. But it kind of, like, reminds me of Tokyo Jungle in a weird way.
sure,
Like, that's a weird game to compare it to, but you're working yourself up a chain and going
sure.
in these small maps that are linked in a very linear way. But it has interesting systems, and
Hmm.
I'm really enjoying it so far. Like, It's probably one of my favorite video games to come out this year, but I don't know. I don't know why I think that. It's just really compelling to me for some reason. Like, yeah, there's a lot of downtime. There's a lot
Mhm.
of going down hills while you listen to a low roar song, but I like
God, I
it.
forgot
I
about that.
don't.
My
Yeah,
God.
it happens a lot in the
Oh, it's
game.
so
So
good though. Sometimes the music kicks in perfectly. Like it's very well framed in terms of like when the musical cues hit. Like I'll say this, like I might not be as high on it as you, but the soundtrack for this game I feel like might win something this year because I tell you, just banging back monsters, listen to DJ Khaled and Major Lasers in like my little
I don't
room.
play that one.
And,
I don't play that
like
song, but
it's completely like I'm just chilling, listening to DJ Khaled, playing with this baby and like a tube. It's so bizarre. I'm like, okay, we're in a sci-fi world, but DJ Khaled made it, and Major Lazer made it, and they're just putting out these hot tracks, and it's
that's one song in the game so far.
they made
But
it. Oh, Mary, they made it
it
through
it
the Death
really
Stranding.
does have like a melancholy, like art indie art movie like kind of feel. Like it
Yep,
is very on the nose, but most of the time it works very well. Like I can see how it would be grating to a lot of people,
sure.
but I'm
I'm
into it.
enjoying it.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think I haven't played 10 game this year, so it might make my top 10 lists of the year. So yeah, like it's like I mean it's good. Like I don't think it's terrible. Like I don't know. For me, it's like a 3 or 4 out of 5 right now. It's like if it goes on too long and it's too long in the teeth and it doesn't explain itself in the end, maybe it ends up being a 3. But I think it's a fine game. I think it does the things you want it to do, and I'm glad I played it just because. My God, they let Hideo Kojima make this fucking crazy UPS simulator, and
Yeah.
I think that's something special. They let this man have millions of dollars and make this very specific game.
Well, it doesn't. I mean, the cutscenes sure seem expensive, but the game world itself, like, there are a lot of neat effects, like the effects of the time fall when it's
Yeah,
happening. That looks pretty cool. But overall, like, it's not super duper
expensive,
expensive
sure.
and fancy looking. Yeah, like, I don't know. I would say it looks like it costs less than Final Fantasy 15, like, for one.
But Mary, how much do you have to pay to get those monster can renders? They are so good, like insanely detailed. I can
I
read
think they
the
just have the
nutritional facts.
technology.
My
Yeah,
God.
like
Have the technology. It made me want to play Final Fantasy 15 because it's like, or even Yakuza or something like that. Like, my God, like I don't know what it is with some of these Japanese companies rendering food very, very, very beautifully, but it's pretty good. It's a really good Monster Energy can. Um, DJ Khaled approves. That's all I know. He does.
I've not played his song once in the game.
It's all right.
I won't.
All right. It's DJ Khaled.
I refuse.
He lays. He's. I don't know if he says DJ Khaled on the mic or something like that, but it's good.
I will never know if he does because I refuse to play that song.
So weird.
Um,
So weird. Wonder if DJ
uh,
Khaled's living in a bunker somewhere in the middle of the country.
oh, I hope he's not in the game. Like
Oh
I
my
saw
God.
the dude that's like the head of Guerrilla Games and is now like he got very promoted high up in Sony recently too.
Oh
He's
yes.
actually in the game. He's the craftsman prepper.
Mm-hmm.
And he, if you do a lot of work for him and up his star level, he gives you like Horizon Zero Dawn goodies. Like
Oh.
that's one thing that I appreciate with this game is that yes, there is like a lot of stuff that seems like busy work, but
Mm-hmm.
if you actually take the time to do it, it seems like the game rewards you pretty well too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like if you bother to build like a lot of the fancy stuff, the game is like, hey, good job. And everybody else in the server benefits.
Yep.
And it's kind of neat. I like that idea.
Yeah. It's a good idea. I think they do it well too. I think they they don't force you. Like I feel like you could just probably mainline stuff pretty easily. But you can also pick up something. You find some cargo, you can deliver it. I think it's it incentivizes those like little choices of what to take on in the game really well, I think. So it's cool. I like it. Good game so far.
Yeah, I
Big
agree.
hyphen.
So far, it's I'm really enjoying it. Like I don't so f- like I can kind of predict where the story is going, and
Same.
if it does go there, I'm fine with it. Like it's not
Yeah.
I don't expect that much out of Hideo Kojima. Like I expect Snatcher level. And so far this is delivering. Like there's some
Yeah.
cheesy stuff that I appreciate. There's some over the top melodrama I also appreciate. Yeah, I'm just having fun with it.
I'm enjoying it
I,
too. Yeah. It's just fun.
especially since I only paid $7. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I might be able to beat this game for $14 if I really wanted to. I feel like totally fine with that. I feel like, all right, that's good.
I feel like this podcast should be sponsored by Redbox or
Sponsored
something
by
because
Redbox.
this is the first time I've actually ever used
Same.
Redbox, and I think I'm going to do that from now on with
Yeah.
a lot of console games because it's just easy and
Yep.
I don't have to spend $60, so
Yep.
whatever.
That and like Xbox Game Pass, and you're pretty set. I feel like so. All right.
Well, I gotta pay for that EA Origin
Star
Premier
Wars.
access so I
Star
can play the
Wars.
Star Wars.
You can play the Star
Yeah.
Wars. All right, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
We'll have another mini-sode of Realms of Baghdad where we talk about Jedi Fallen Order. That we need.
I doubt there will be that much to talk about with it, but
Oh, what
this game has
Hideo?
interesting stuff for sure. But
What would a Hideo Kojima Star Wars game look like? Fucking nuts, right? It'd be really wild. He would feel like he might go all out for it. That'd be cool. I want to see him just try really hard.
there would be more midi chlorians. I predict that.
Oh no.
Like, yeah,
Oh, no.
it may
Oh,
as well
no.
be a Kojima invention right there.
No. I can't. No. But then, like, the midichlorians also like repair parts of their bodies when they get like a limb cut off, and they're like,
How do we know that doesn't
I know.
happen? Yeah,
True.
maybe it. Yeah,
it's true.
maybe somebody strongly with that much midi chlorians attuned to the Force. Maybe that could be possible. I don't know.
Maybe all the women wear that Princess Leia outfit all the time. You never know. Hideo Kojima. Hello.
No, it'd be some kind of skin suit type
That's
thing.
true.
Yeah.
It's actually robots. Everything's robots. It's great. It really pulls off a mask, and they're all robots. You should think of those robots you can send out, have you do deliveries, and they whistle a little
I
tune.
love their little song.
I do, yeah, they're very
pretty
good.
great. And they're wearing
Strutting.
shoes for no
They
reason.
strut too,
Yeah.
and they got like a good strut going on. I'm like, all right, let's get it. Cool robot. Fuck, I love that game.
I like going into the hot springs too
Yeah.
to restore your stamina. It's so dumb, and it's
Oh,
just like
sitting in the
straight out
hot-
of Harvest Moon. It's dumb. I haven't had like I remember seeing like a preview video before where he was talking about Norman Reedus would like sing to the baby, and if somebody else is in the hot springs at the same time, they would do that as well. I have not seen
Nope.
that yet, but
I've called out to
I might
people.
mess with it.
I've got
I did
answers.
too.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
you got an achievement
it's
for that
Sam.
too.
Yeah. It's me, Sam. Hey, it's me, Sam. That's also my name. Weird. A lot of Sams around.
There's a lot of weird achievements in this game. Like I think the most rare achievement I have right now, I think it last time I checked it was at 1.1%.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain lake that if you chuck containers into it, just like chuck him in there, you just throw him in the fucking lake, you get an achievement, and I appreciated that. That was like a fun dumb thing. Like just I'm going fuck it, just get rid of this shit, just throwing it in the lake, throwing it in the creek. It was great.
Speaking of bodily functions, if you don't aim and you shoot with your urination, you get an achievement for peeing yourself. It happens.
Oh my god, I need to do that.
Do it. Make Norman Reedus pee himself. Like an intense moment where they're around people, and then just when you're around some BTs and You're getting close to select P and pee yourself.
I mean, BB would understand.
BB
I'm pretty
laughs.
sure that's what BB is floating in
Yeah,
anyway.
that's
Like,
disgusting.
did you know that that's a real thing with like actual pregnancy? That the amniotic fluid fetuses are floating in is
That's
like
disgusting.
90% their own waste products.
Great.
I'm sure Hideo Kojima knows that.
Oh,
and
he
I'm sure
knows
we'll
that.
get an email fun fact about it later on. But yeah.
He's got some Wikipedia holes. He goes down, and one of them is bodily fluids, and it's. Oh,
I appreciate it.
I appreciate
I'm the
it.
same
Sure.
way. Like I think that's why I enjoy this game partly. Like it has the bullshit that I like.
Same.
So
okay. Anything else you want to say about Death Stranding?
The shooting in it is kind of but it seems like a lot of the action elements are kind of in general. Like they just got slapped on there.
Yep. You can
It
punch
kind
people.
of in some Yeah, like, and it's very simple and there's not much to it. Like, a lot of the game seems almost like rushed in a weird way.
Yeah.
I think when they started working this game was made in like 3 years, so I guess it's not a huge surprise. And I bet a lot of that was just scanning actors at their convenience.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I agree with you that this game doesn't feel super fleshed out. Like a sequel could be so much better.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could do one.
No.
I haven't beaten the story, but something in a similar vein with more to it could definitely be super good.
Yep. Like, I think there's room there for him to do like something in the same vein. If he thinks it's a genre, then make a second one. Like make another these kind of like social engineering, but also like delivery exploration kind of thing. Like I think that's a good core of the build up of game wise. But
yeah, like he did Snatcher and then he did Police Knots, and they're presented in a similar way, but they're not super direct sequels or anything. So yeah, it could happen.
Good. That's it. I think that's all I have to say. Questions from chat?
I need some more. I got goddamn Cottonmouth. Like
Goddamn
Norman
Cottonmouth
says. I need to drink some Monster. My canteen that converts Timefall rain into
drink
Monster
all this
Energy.
Timefall rain.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
It's good for you. It's fine once it hits the ground, apparently. Or something. It turns into regular water for some reason.
But why?
Yeah.
Why?
It probably has something to do with chiralium or whatever, because that's the answer for everything in this game. Yeah.
And it's hands, golden hands, sticking up in the ground.
Do you know that that's derived from like the Greek word for the mirror image of a hand? Because the game tells you like 50 times. But
you gotta connect us,
like,
Sam. Sam, I want to ring you up. I just want to let you know you got to connect us, Sam. Sam, it's me, Die Hardman, calling you again, Sam. Just want to let you know you got to connect us, Sam. It's important. America, connections, Sam. All right. That's been episode 179.5 of Rams Over Baghdad. Well, Rams Over Death Stranding talk. Thank you, Mary, for joining me. If you have questions out there about Death Stranding, send us an email. If not, don't. Thanks. I've been your host, Allie. You can find us every single Sunday, except for when we don't feel like it, at Rums Over Baghdad, twitch.tv/RumsOverBaghdad. We're also, our website is rumsoverbaghdad.com. Is it moe.com? Next week is anime.
No, it's
is.moe. Yes, is.moe.
Don't fuck up our cool website
address.
Sorry. Jeez.
I apologize. We're also on YouTube, youtube.com/RumsOverBaghdad, YouTube Paradise, where you can come and watch videos of us hanging out, doing stuff, eating chicken, talking about Death Stranding, maybe. I don't know. Also, check out Extra Life pages for Internet Pizza. Jake, I don't know what is very quickly. What's the Extra Life page? Give me like the actual link. I can say to the link.
I don't
It
know.
should be on
You're the
I
host.
can't look at the Discord, Mary. Oh no, hold on. They're both there. They're both go over to Extra Life page.
If you just go to Extra Life's page and search Internet Pizza, all one
Yes.
word, you will find him.
IP Extra Life, bit.ly/IP Extra Life. You can find his campaign page. For Soul Anime, you can go to bit.ly EL 2019 Let's Play PSX. Check it out. Donate to a good cause. Help the kids. Always appreciate it. Anything else we need to say? Any other links? At Romsbag is the Twitter address. Sometimes we tweet about this podcast on there. When we beat the game, I might tweet about some thoughts on Death Stranding.
Okay.
Might write a thing.
I will probably reply to you or something and be all
Yes.
snarky because it's Twitter.
That's all you get on Twitter, snark. So, and with that, hold on, one more thing. Did anyone reply to me what team they thought was the most Norman Reedus football team? A moment, let me look. No. I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans.
Good for them.
I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans. That's my pick. And with that, folks, that's been episode 179.5 of Rums Over Baghdad. Go out there and deliver some packages. You gotta connect with Sam. Thank you. I've been Albie. This has been Mary. Adios, muchachos.
Bye.
I wish I had just like a soundboard and I could play the baby screaming as we exited this. But again, that's me. That's me. Goodbye. Goodbye. As soon as I figure out how to say goodbye. Okay, there we go. Fade away. Goodbye.
Bye.